The saber-toothed tiger you've known since childhood never actually existed. This is not a metaphor. It's a conclusion published in scientific journals. The evolutionary relationship between saber-toothed cats and modern tigers is more distant than that between you and a mouse. They split off completely 20 million years ago. Calling it a saber-toothed tiger is like calling a rhinoceros a unicorn. But that's not even the strangest part. This fake tiger had 12-centimeter-long fangs, yet its bite force was ridiculously weak, weaker than even a leopard's. So how did it dominate the Ice Age for 3 million years? After paleontologists excavated more than 2,000 skeletons, they uncovered a chilling truth. It didn't bite its prey to death. It smashed them to death. It would slam its prey to the ground alive, and only after the prey was completely immobilized would it use those fangs, like surgical scalpels, to precisely slice open the throat. This wasn't hunting. This was execution. If you designed a monster in a game like this, a body like a bodybuilding champion, teeth like 2 daggers, but a bite weaker than a house cat, players would think it's a bug. But this is exactly how evolution works. The body of the saber-toothed cat was a wild biological experiment. Let's start with its signature weapon. 12-centimeter fangs, longer than your middle finger. They look like they could bite through steel. But in reality, they were as fragile as glass. If the angle was even slightly off and they hit bone, snap. They'd break. So it never dared bite recklessly. Its fangs weren't weapons, they were scalpels designed specifically for cutting soft tissue. But here's the problem. Prey won't just stand still and let you cut it. So what did it do? The answer lies in its upper body. Studies of its skeleton show that its forelimbs were absurdly thick, more powerful than any living feline. The muscle attachment points on its shoulder blades were densely packed, indicating enormous strength in its shoulders and chest. If a lion is a sprinter, the saber-toothed cat was a professional wrestler. Its hunting method was completely different. Modern lions chase. Saber-toothed cats waited. They would lie motionless in tall grass, like a furry rock. When prey came close, it didn't pounce to bite. It pounced to grab. With those massively powerful forelimbs, it would lock onto the prey's neck and slam it to the ground. Most prey couldn't withstand that force. Their spines would snap, or they'd be crushed and immobilized. Only then would the saber-toothed cat lower its head and use its fangs to precisely pierce the throat or soft tissue in the abdomen. A single fatal strike. Clean and efficient. You might ask, why go through all that trouble instead of just biting? Because it couldn't bite effectively. Scientists simulated its bite force using computers. The result was shocking. Only 1/3 that of a lion. Even an adult leopard bites harder. But this wasn't a flaw. It was an evolutionary choice. The saber-toothed cat sacrificed bite force in exchange for longer fangs and more precise killing. It didn't need to crush bones. It only needed to slice arteries. The prey would die within minutes from massive blood loss. This method was highly efficient and low risk. Now you understand why it ruled for 3 million years. Not because it was the strongest, but because it was the most ruthless. And there wasn't just one kind of saber-toothed cat. There were 3 major predators in this family, each more extreme than the last. The most famous was the Smilodon, about the size of a modern lion, but much heavier, with a body full of dense muscle. If a lion has an athlete's build, Smilodon looked like a gym monster that only trains upper body. But it wasn't the largest. The true king was the destroyer, saber-toothed cat, which lived in South America. It weighed close to half a ton, larger than a tiger by a significant margin. Imagine a feline the size of a small cow. If it stood before a modern tiger, the tiger would feel the way you feel looking at Yao Ming, completely outclassed. The world these beasts lived in was entirely different from today. That was the Pleistocene, a true age of giants. You might think the Ice Age was all ice and snow. Wrong. Most of North and South America were vast grasslands and sparse woodlands, but the creatures roaming there were beyond imagination. Wild horses, primitive, shorter, stockier. Camels? Yes, North America was their original home before they migrated to Asia and Africa. And giant ground sloths, standing 3 meters tall, weighing over a ton. Slow-moving but incredibly muscular and tough. Even saber-toothed cats avoided them. The rule of that world was simple. Big doesn't mean safe. Fast doesn't mean survival, because the predators were just as monstrous. The saber-toothed cat's rivals were formidable. It was larger than gray wolves, with terrifying bite force and hunted in packs. Even a powerful saber-toothed cat couldn't withstand repeated attacks. Often, after killing prey with great effort, it would lose the carcass to a pack of wolves. Then there was the American lion, a true big cat. Larger than the saber-toothed cat, long-legged, fast, and social like modern lions. In open terrain, it was the absolute king. The ambush tactics of saber-toothed cats didn't work well against it. But the most terrifying rival was a bear. The giant, short-faced bear, standing nearly 4 meters tall, even more massive than a polar bear. It rarely hunted itself. Instead, it stole kills. Paleontologists call this behavior kleptoparasitism. In simple terms, Ice Age extortion. A saber-toothed cat spends great effort killing a horse, about to eat. Then heavy footsteps approach. The giant bear arrives, stands there. What can the cat do? It can't win. It leaves, hungry, to search for another target. In such a brutal world, the saber-toothed cat survived 3 million years, not through brute force, but intelligence. One mystery puzzled scientists for years. Were they solitary or social? The clue comes from the La Brea tar pits in Los Angeles. A natural death trap. Sticky asphalt seeped to the surface, trapping animals that stepped in. Scientists found over 2,000 saber-toothed skeletons there, an astonishing number. Many showed healed injuries, broken legs, cracked ribs, even punctured skulls. In modern solitary predators like tigers or leopards, such injuries would mean death. They couldn't hunt and would starve. But these individuals survived. How? Some scientists believe this suggests social behavior. Injured individuals survived by sharing food. Others disagree. They argue the tar pits attracted predators with the cries of trapped prey, like a dinner bell. Each cat came alone and got trapped. Not social, just individually deceived. As for survival after injury, they may have scavenged occasionally. The truth? No one knows. It remains an Ice Age mystery. But regardless of lifestyle, they couldn't escape extinction. About 10,000 years ago, Earth's climate changed drastically. Glaciers melted, temperatures rose, grasslands shrank, forests expanded. For saber-toothed cats, this was catastrophic. Their entire hunting system was built for open terrain. In forests, their ambush and slam tactic failed. Trees blocked movement. Prey vanished into cover. With short legs, they couldn't chase. Worse, their prey disappeared. Ground sloths, horses, camels, one by one, extinct. The base of the food chain collapsed. And then, humans. Around 13,000 years ago, humans entered the Americas via the Bering Land Bridge. Armed with tools and fire, they competed for the same prey. Even without directly hunting saber-toothed cats, they added pressure to an already fragile ecosystem. The saber-toothed cat wasn't killed by a single cause, but by a chain of changes. Climate change, habitat loss, prey disappearance, new competitors. Each alone might not be fatal, but together, they were unstoppable. One day, 10,000 years ago, the last saber-toothed cat died somewhere unknown. a species that ruled for 3 million years, vanished silently. But its story lives on. It teaches a harsh truth. Power does not equal permanence. It was once one of the most successful predators on Earth, perfectly adapted to its world. But when the world changed, that perfection became a burden. Its sharp fangs, its powerful forelimbs, its precise hunting method, all became liabilities. Evolution has no direction, only adaptation. Today's advantage can become tomorrow's weakness. The saber-toothed cat, with 3 million years of dominance and extinction 10,000 years ago, left a lesson for all life. When we see its skeleton in museums, mouth open, fangs exposed, we're not just seeing an extinct species, we're seeing evolution's ambition, life's experiment, a former king of the world. As long as its story is told, the saber-toothed cat will live on in the legends of the Ice Age.